Hi everyone, welcome to the online classes. In the last video, we have discussed about the different components available on a motherboard. Different components available on a motherboard in the CPU motherboard that contains a CPU too. And in this section, we are going to discuss about the buses. Here, the bus refers you. Here, the bus refers you. Before going to the actual meaning of a bus, I am just saying you something about a processor. That processor or a CPU, what we say? Processor, microprocessor or a CPU, which is responsible for process the data given by the user. What the data given, provided, fed by the user is will be processed at the processor. That is called as the input, and the processed data again sent to the user in the form of an output. That is called as the output or a processed data. This is a raw fact and this is a processed data. And while we are saying that input is going to the processor and output is just sending, processor is sending the output to the user. This sending and receiving the data is called as the data flow. This sending and receiving the data from the processor is called as a data flow. And this data flow, what we say, data flow will be done through the wires. Done through the wires that are parallel wires called as a bus. Here, bus is nothing but a parallel wires which is responsible for sending and receiving the data to the CPU and the other components. In the computer system, we used to send and receive the data. Mainly, sending and receiving the data occurs through the processor, or else what you can say it as a CPU, and where this data flow done through the buses, and buses is nothing but a parallel wires, and you can say that as a bus is a collection of wires, parallel wires. Bus is a collection of parallel wires that forms a pathway. To carry address, data, and control signals. Here, bus refers as the nothing but a pathway or a pathway of a parallel wires that is used to carry address, data, and control signals. This is about the bus. And bus is nothing but we have the different types. Two types are in the bus. One is a internal bus and a external bus. You know what you mean by bus? Bus is nothing but a parallel wires or a pathway, you can say, and that is used to carry the data, address, and the control signals of the CPU, or else you can say easily of the computer. That is the bus. And two different types of buses are, one is external bus and another one is a internal bus. Well, what is these processes or necessities of a internal bus and external bus means internal bus will use to connect the major component of the computer system like the processor, memory, and etc. This internal bus is a very important bus and it is used to connect the main components of the computer system like a CPU or what you call it as a processor and a memory. And this internal bus is a somewhat speed compared to the external bus, and it is having the different lines. Here the lines refers you the data flow speed in these buses. In these buses, the lines refers you the data speed. How much capacity the internal bus has the capacity to send the data at a time. It is around the 32-bit or else a 62-bit and a 128-bit parallel lines are available in an internal bus, buses. Internal bus capacity is a 32 bit, 62 bit and a 128 lines. Parallel lines or lines of wires are there. Availability of lines of wires are there in a internal buses. And this is what somewhat speed compared to the external bus. And the speed of a measurement, that speed of a data in any buses is measured by the megahertz. In the megahertz unit, we are using to measure the speed of a data flow speed in a buses. And when external bus means it is used to connect the external components of the computer system. That external components in the sense different external devices like a USB, like a mouses, like a input output devices, and a peripherals refers here the printer or a components, any components, and a expansion slots, input output ports. This external bus is used to connect the external devices like a peripherals available in the computer system, input output ports and an expansion slots, etc. These are connected by the external buses, and the speed of the external buses somewhat less compared to the internal buses. The external buses having the speed slower speed than the internal buses, and it is an important one compared to the compared in a type of buses. Internal bus is an important one, and external bus, this is external bus, and the external bus having the speed around 100 megahertz to 400 megahertz. 400 megahertz. Here I have explained about a bus, which is nothing but a parallel wires or a pathway to carry the data and a control signals and address signals, where we have the mainly two different types are there in a buses. One is the internal bus and the external bus. And now in these two buses we have depend upon these two buses, we have three different types of buses. Let us see that three different types of buses. Yes, depending upon the internal and external bus, as compared to the internal and external bus, we have the three different types. One is a data bus, another one is second one is a address bus, and third one is a control bus. These are the three different types as compared to the internal and external buses. And this internal bus is also called as a system bus. The another name for internal bus is a system bus, and external bus, as the external bus will help to expand the capabilities of the computer system. It is also called as a expansion bus. And we have the two different functional capabilities of a buses. One is a bus is a parallel collection of a parallel wires, and each wire in a bus can transmit a 1 bit of data at a time. At a time, and wire, single wire, it is a collection of wires, parallel wires, and single wire can transmit only 1 bit of data. 1 bit of data at a time. And another one functional capability of a bus is the width of the bus is increases as increasing in the number of wires. As increasing in the number of wires, the width of that bus will be increases, or else the width of the buses will be depend upon a number of wires contained in that bus. This is about buses. And data bus, first one, data bus is a type of internal and external bus. This is one type in that two types, and this will uses the processor to transfer the data. The mainly this is causes for transferring the data from another components to the memory to the CPU. Data bus is a responsibility to connecting the CPU and the memory. CPU and the memory, where the memory contains the data which is to be executed. Data and instructions which is to be executed at that point of time. Memory contains the copy of data or instructions which is need to be executed at that time, and that memory is used to transfer the data to the CPU, and this is responsibility of a data bus, and where the data bus will use to send or build a connection between a memory and CPU. The data bus is a only responsibility to make a connection between a memory and the CPU, and here memory most of the time refers to the internal memory, where all the processings caused by the CPU or a processor will take the data only from the memory, and that is the internal memory contains the system related data and instructions. That is the main thing about a data bus, and it is having the data bus is having the 32, 64 and 128 lines of wires. Lines of wires, it means the capacity of an data bus. This refers the lines of wires in the sense it can transmit for example 32 bit lines of wires in the sense at a time it can transfer the 32 bits of data. And if it is a 64 lines of wires in the sense, it can transmit a 64 bits at a time for the CPU to memory or from memory to CPU. Most of the time, it is transfers the data from memory to the CPU. This is about the data bus, and the processing speed or a data flow speed will be measured in the megahertz. What I have already told in the sense of internal and external memory, it is measured in the form of megahertz. Next one is the address bus, and this address bus, as we know by the name address bus, the bus is nothing but a parallel wires. Address bus means for this will causes for saving the addresses, number of addresses into the system. This will causes to save the number of addresses into the system, where nowadays we are getting the different types of processors like Pentium Pro, Pentium 2, Pentium 3 and Pentium 4, which are having the 36 bit lines of wires. Listen carefully. Here the address bus main purpose of address bus is to just store the number of addresses into the CPU processor or into the system. Here the Pentium Pro, Pentium 2, Pentium 3, Pentium 4 processors, these are the different types of processors coming with the inbuilt capacity as a 32-bit lines of wires. That means it can in a single time it can store 2 to the power of 32 bytes of address, or else it is 64 GB of memory of address it can store. It is a capacity of a address bus. And last one is a control bus, where this is responsible in controlling the address bus and the data bus. That means indirectly we can say the control bus is responsible for data bus, that running of a data bus and running of a address bus, or else we can say flowing of data is responsible of a control bus as well as a data bus, and the saving the addresses to the memory is responsible of a address bus as well as a control bus. This is all thing about buses in your chapter and where buses mean, don't get confused. It is just a parallel wires, collection of a parallel wires, or else you can call it as a pathway. Pathway for what? Pathway for data, address and control signals. Control signals, that is the one. And the main things are types of these buses are two different types. One is the internal bus and external bus, where internal bus connects the major components and as well it's a very speed compared to that external bus, where external bus is responsible for connecting the external devices like a peripherals, input, output ports, etc. like that. And both makes three different types again. One is the data bus, another one is the address bus, another one is the control bus. This is about a bus. In the next section or next video, we are going to discuss about memory in a computer systems. Memory, different types of memory, and what do you mean by memory. We will discuss in the next video. Thank you.